Over 20.
20 times.
Mm-hmm.
That is insane. Andrew Wilkinson, he talks about to a man with a hammer, every problem's a nail. He says you want to find out somebody's hammer before you get into business with them, because no matter what you can persuade them to say, in the end, their hammer's still their hammer. So like if you say to somebody, okay, well, how do you see this going in the next 5 years? And they say, his example was, well, I think we need to do, search ads, and that's how we're going to get our customers. And he in one example said, well, I really think this is a Facebook play. We'll do meta ads, and then and the guy said, oh yeah, that'll work too. But in the end, once the deal was done, he just poured tons of money down the drain on ads, Google ads. And so he said, it's not like I told him what I wanted. He told me what I needed to hear to get the deal done. But in the end, he already had in mind what he was going to do. You know what I mean? And he was just a really hard guy to manage. And he said he felt like he was setting fire, in this case, to $1 million, because that was what the experiment cost him. Not to buy the guy out, but to run the full course of his experiment on Google ads. And so it's like, I guess when you're buying a company, you definitely do you're asking yourself, not only is this a good financial move, right? But is this guy gonna be impossible to manage?
Right.
Is he got his own agenda, right? So is he gonna put a roller coaster in front of the office and turn it into a theme park Friday? I don't know. I think if the company is still growing, the other question is, what's really his motivation? Like, right. I don't know how driven the guy is. I think in your case, you bring real value to these guys. They want to do patient care. They got into the business in order to take care of people, but in the end, they're fighting with insurance companies and paperwork and the business end of it, and they don't enjoy that. So there's like a real rationale there, right?
Right.
But this multinational, all they have is money, it sounds like. Maybe they have distribution or something, but he didn't really unpack what his motivation is for trying to partner up with them.
Right.
And unless it's strong enough, I just don't see how you're gonna get the guy to the table, right? Especially if he's cash flow positive. What's his motivation?
Right.
And if he's burning cash, well, gotta be a good technology or whatever. I don't know. I generally think that you buy companies. My first assumption is people who buy companies are making a mistake, and the people who sell companies are making a mistake. And there has to be there's gotta be a lot of stuff has to align, in order to make it work.
M&A is very, very intense.
Yeah. And yet you've done it how many times?